Okay, we're back. I really don't. This is such a pain, man. Such a pain. Absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, for those that have been keeping up in the Twitch chat, because my internet's not down, because it's not my whole house, it's just this stream room that keeps going. So I'm now on the final combo. I was testing, so I've had this issue happen with 2 surge protectors. I have now tested with, I was running for a while, 2 surge protectors into another one to get it to a different outlet because I thought it was the outlet. I've now taken one of the original outlet or surge protectors out. It failed. I've now switched, so I'm running the other pair. They're all 15 amp rated. The thing is, I'm not running anything crazy, so I don't know if something is just wonky with something. Because I've got... my power supply is only like 600 watts, maybe 650. Got a PS5. I've got 2 softbox lights. Also, hopefully... lights. Oh, I hear myself. I don't like that. Oh, I hear myself. I don't like that. Go away. Nobody wants to hear that. So hopefully... I should check in on people and make sure that... Also, I need music. So yeah, it's not, I don't know, it's not so much an issue of unplugging and running the bare minimum, because I run my computer and stuff all day while I'm working. But it's something when the stream's on and everything's up that we run into the issue. And I don't know, I don't really know where to look anymore. Or not anymore. I just I don't know where to look. Softbox lights, cause the lights don't pull that much. They're 700 watt equivalents, but they run on 35 watts, so it's 70 watts, 600. I've got my monitors. I don't have anything crazy. Some of the equipment that's faulty. Well, I mean, like I said, Spencer, if I run this, I run it all day. Now, I don't know if it's a heat thing. That's one thing that I haven't deduced, is if it's heat related. Because it always seems to happen when the room is very warm. But I don't know where in the pipeline, if my computer got hot, I'd be frying the parts. I wouldn't think that it would trip a whole breaker. That's where I'm quite perplexed. That's the part where I don't know where heat falls into all of this, and how that's causing me to power issues. But we can't live like this, We cannot live like this. Can't have it that we get out of that nice cool weather sort of time, because it happened in the winter when the heat would be on, and so the room would get hot because the house was running heat and this room was putting off heat. And now it's happening again when it's hot out and the windows are open and this room is just hotter and it's putting out heat. So I'm not too certain. Not too certain. Were we in the middle of reading a putt? Where were we? Oh, right. We were gonna take this shot. It's also the weird thing of like, we have had it. Of course, it hit the tree. I don't know what I was supposed to do there, though. To be fair, like we had it happen last week, and then like I was able to still with my PS5 on, with the lights up, with everything just not streaming. I was able to record the rounds offline. And so I don't know, that feels weird to me that like I could do that, but I couldn't stream. Like that seems a little bit odd to me. Feel like I should be able to, if I can record, I should be able to stream. That's where I'm at with it. Yeah, so that's what I'm working through. Okay, well, at least we got that input. How's the read? Long. Interesting. Well, it says 152. I mean, if it told me 152, then can't say that I did a bad job. I see that as going right to left. Definitely seeing that going right to left here. What is that break? What is that break? Come on, man. Come on, man. Don't do me like this. I'm just trying to have a good week of True Sim. Just trying to have a good week of True Sim. It's gotta be the most painful part about this week so far is having a number of close approaches that we just can't convert. And I feel like in this game you can't you can't be as much like the last game and just like thunder it home, because lip outs are way more aggressive in this game. When you gotta roll up the hill. I should have just hit it 100%. I think I partialed it too much. I was trying to just take off a touch. I'm getting like... So I don't think it's like getting annoyed, but... Definitely playing paranoid. 92% putt, that's so much pace. 91%. We'll take it. We'll take it. Get a score on the board. Get a score on the board. Yeah, Kara, the bright, yeah, midday rounds in Australia gets pretty hard to see out here. Not gonna lie. I don't know if it affects the green reads, but maybe that's an excuse that we can use. Feeling too far right? Question mark? No, but we're short. No, but we're short. That's telling me right to left, but if I'm being completely honest, I'm seeing not much of anything, actually. That feels left to right. That feels flat. I don't know what I'm supposed to see. I really don't know what I'm supposed to see. My brain is telling me left to right, so that's where we're going. Nice. I play as a sculptor, Joe. Tree conglomerate, how are we doing? All right, just send it. Maybe we can make something of this par 5. You have a 40 stream watch streak? Won't let you share it? Usually on your phone. Maybe that's something. I wouldn't think that that's the case. I don't know, Johnny. The stream's also just been funky today with the power outages and stuff. So who knows if that somehow is playing a role. All right. I gonna give this just a stretch. I need all of this. That came out short. Sit. Okay, I can putt from there. Yeah, that elevation actually did play quite a bit. Testing the power grid attacks? I mean, I wish I could say it was that. And not just the breaker for my stream room giving me a hard time. All right, what do we got here? 59%. Okay. Okay. Hit an eagle. Maximize the par 5. 9th hole. We can do something here. Maybe we can hit the turn and have some success on the back 9. Just got to take things one stroke at a time. I don't think a choke 7-iron is getting all the way there. Like, I feel like this choked is too short. But that's definitely too long. Okay, I'm gonna try and hit this a little bit extra. That was the right distance control. I couldn't really go straight at it because where I needed to land that had a bunker in the way. How we doing, Casey? Yeah, I mean, that's clearly left to right. All right, get the putt going. Putt going. It starts. It's moving. It's falling. It's falling there. Oh, you. I don't know. Do we need to be reading a little bit more into these? I'm not sure. What's going on, Cypher? Hey, tips to get better? You just got the game and you're not that good. I will say there's a couple of facets to it. So I would say first thing for learning the angled swing, try both thumbs, right? Try left thumb, try right thumb, and try draw and try fade. See what feels the most natural. And then treat it like real golf. Try and have the same setup, same grip. That's going to give you the most consistency. As far as like reading elevations and winds, every 3 feet uphill, take off a yard. Every 3 feet downhill, add a yard. That'll give you a good baseline for how that's going to affect your ball flight. And then I guess the other thing would be wind. Wind pretty much plays like at a tailwind. Probably plays about 80%, meaning that if you have a 10-mile-an-hour tailwind, it plays like 8 extra yards. If it's in your face, it plays like 150% more. So if it's a 10-mile-an-hour headwind, it plays like 15. Those are good baselines to get you going. Hey, what's going on, Rob? Try pinching with 2 fingers. I mean, you can try different grips. And people have got different ways of going about it. What am I seeing here? That looks like ball below the feet. That looks not like ball below the feet. But that does look more left to right. Okay. So flattish with some break in the middle towards the end. I gotta take a little bit of power off. Get it out, get it turning. We'll go here. I might just need to add a little bit more to these reads. Jeez. Backspin on the ball. It's your if you press L1 or left bumper, right stick down is more spin. And you can see from this image, like the more yellow to red, to orange that it gets, the more spin, and the greener, like, I guess it's less about the color, that's more severity thing. The faster the arrows are spinning, the more spin that the shape is putting on the shot. Let it run up to the ball and whack it? I don't actually know that there's anything technically against that. Not 100% certain on that, Spencer. There's maybe something. Probably just some sort of rule on how you have to address the ball. I'm gonna play a choke tee shot. Hold it a little bit. Yeah, we flew it pin high, but now we're behind the hole. Gonna have a downhill putt. Green without the lines, Joe. So the way that I read the greens without the lines, I start and look at how the ball looks relative to my feet. Basically, I try and come up with known goods. Is how I would refer to them. So I look at how the ball sits relative to my feet, and I try and look at how the cup is sloped. Sometimes you can use the flag, sometimes the flag lies a little bit. and then you just kind of try and look at everything relative to that. You know, you look side to side. If you can tell that it's breaking all one direction, then you can kind of do like in real life, you know, look up the hill. Like this looks like it's more left to right, but it seems like it's not crazy. Just like a subtle thing, and I don't know if at the hole itself, like you can pan around, see if you can learn any information. To me, it feels just slightly left to right. So I'm gonna take some power off, slightly left to right. Finally made the adjustment to give it enough. Oh, jeez. So that's like my general process. Don't get me wrong, I miss a lot. I mean, for as good of reads as we get, I was 3 of 11 from 5 to 10 feet in the first 2 rounds. 298, 296, 323, and then wind. I'm gonna take it back just a touch, hit like a partial driver here. 96%, I'll take it. Try and get it closer to the front of the green because it should still roll out quite a bit. I don't know. That's crazy. Could we have, with it uphill, could we have hit just a full-on driver there? I don't know. Kind of scared about going too long on it. You're trying to get better at reading when to club up or down. Sometimes you fall shy of the green by a little bit. Yeah, so that's going to come down to elevation and wind reads. That is absolutely going to come down to elevation and wind. Because if you can dial those in and understand, you know, how far your ball's going to carry, you can start to get a lot more precise with it. I'm just going to hit this straight. I'm going to add a little bit extra because it's uphill, but I'm just going to hit it straight. Can't get a good enough read. I'm seeing a little bit of wiggle both ways. Yeah, it was more right to left, but it's a drivable par 4, so a 2-putt is a birdie. So I'll try and I tend to speak my way through shots, but I'll try and make sure that I continue to do that here so that it makes as much sense as possible. Okay. So here I left myself in a little bit of a pickle. It's uphill, so it's 95 yards to the hole, uphill. It's playing like probably about 97 yards. We've got tailwind here, which is like a 12-mile-an-hour tailwind on a 60-degree wedge. So like in normal conditions, 12 here is maybe playing like, I don't know, 7, maybe 8. It's like 60%. So we'll call it 7. It's playing like 90. Pin's playing like 90. We got 100 yards. We got 100 yards in with a full shot. So if I take this back to about 90%, that should be the like pin high. Now, it's a lower ball flight, so we're gonna land shorter because it's not gonna play the wind as much and bounce a little bit further. I gotta see how much room I've got. Got a few yards. So what I'm gonna end up doing here is I'm gonna take it back to like, it's like just on the edge of 89%. Try and hit it there. So like you try and, if you can get your wind and elevation right, I mean, obviously you have to execute your inputs, but I don't know, the two kind of tie together. It's like, if you can hit your inputs but you're aimed in the wrong place, you know, what good is it? But at the same time, like, if you have perfect aim and can't hit your inputs, then also, what good is it? But I think I would rather have perfect aim and miss hit, or at least know what my miss hits are, because you can make adjustments for that. .316, 328. Wind back in. I'm gonna power drive this solely to try and get in the bunker green side. I probably would have liked to have been in that right-hand bunker. Heavy rough, but it's chippable. What's going on, Matt? The rules against building a stance, which would be things like moving objects to stand on for a shot. You can do any setup you want. Doesn't involve moving objects around. So you could Happy Gilmore a shot if you actually deemed that to be a consistent and strategic advantage to you, I guess is what I'm trying to gather. That's crazy to me, man. That's crazy to me. Like, I can't... I can't chip that to sit. Pushed it. Nice, so we'll follow that up with a bogey. Oh no, it's not a bogey, because this was a par 4. Right, okay. So I just botched a drivable par 4. Got it. Got it. That's tough, man. That's tough. I don't... In this game, that stuff is not a gimme by any means. Last game, you get it to something like that. I need to learn those chips better, I guess. All right. Playing 121 up the hill here. 122 to 123. We get some wind at the back. Probably playing like 118. Okay. So if I want to take... I don't know, close to 10 yards off of this shot. That's really all the room I have to work. 10 yards off of this. Be like 8%. Let's go 92. If I'm guesstimating, wind's gonna play less though. It's gonna bounce more. I'm gonna go 93. I think if we can calculate these partials better, we can give ourselves more chances. I mean, that's a lower ball flight. Not really sure how else you go about that. Down there, I'm hammering it. I'm hammering it home. Double breaker. I'm going straight through. I'm not gonna try and play the break on that. Not gonna try and play the break on it. 184, 187 iron. Where is this thing sitting? It's in the back. I put some backspin on it. I'm okay to let it land a little softer. Land a little softer with a little more spin. I just don't want to go out the back of the green here, so we can land it a little shorter and not let it roll quite as long. I mean, that sat nice for us. It's left to right, more at the start, a little bit less at the end, it feels like. Alright. Trying to read it the way that I was here. That's the highest point it can ever be, so it's off there. Gotta turn, man. Gotta turn. It went through the early part of that break way smoother. Way smoother. We're finding a few scores, Jaeger. And we haven't had any power issues since the start of the round, so far so good. I'm hoping we can make it through the rest of the stream unscathed. What's going on, Maximo? How we doing? 129. All at 12 to 13 in the face. Already at 142. Worst case scenario is 148. We're 7 yards short. Best case. So I'm gonna go. We're gonna cut it through a little bit here. There we go. Come on, you gotta make this. Put it to 4 feet. Get in there. Get in there. Yeah, I'm doing well, man. We've had some issues with power today, both from storms and from some breaker issues. Something in my stream room is causing the breaker to trip, and I don't know what. All right, that's a little bit of an awkward lie. Whatever, just get it back in the fairway. Let's get it back in the fairway. Tailwind's gonna be tough, but yeah, tailwind and angle here. $24. I see an eagle. Go in the next round, $750. You don't have to do that, man. Appreciate it, but playing like 114. Is it really playing like 114 though? I don't know about that. Maybe. Maybe 56 degree with a little oomph to it. We trusted it. Left to right break. There we go. Good way to finish up. Good way to finish up. Alright, so we've gone, what, 10, 8, 9? I mean, looking at the scores here, at least on PlayStation, 9 is still very good. Relative to the field. It's definitely not where we want to be. Hey, what's going on, Posted? Welcome back. Eagle next round, you prime sub? I mean, we're always trying for the Eagles. I will absolutely take the monetization of it. Okay. I think what we're going to have to do here, though... Yeah, look at that. We're 15 strokes off of Scud. We're 15 strokes off of Scud. I just can't make putts here, and he's... I mean, he's probably putting it closer more often. We're at 22-foot proximity. He's at 17. Like, we're in third in proximity, but he's got us by 5. He's probably got more GERs. Yeah. He's plotting around here a lot better, but this... me 3 with 78%. But 72% almost. Whereas we're at 30. We're at 30. Our long putts definitely took a hit. 31 is still high. 31 is still high. Other IRL players, Jaeger. Yeah, so this is a week-long tournament that takes place in a society. So all of these, yeah, we're not playing at the same time as everybody else, but our scores are up against the whole society worth of people that play this week. All right. So we're gonna take a quick break to get the pre-rolls cleared, and then we will come right back at it. So I appreciate y'all being here. I appreciate everybody putting up with all of the technical difficulties tonight. This is PGA Tour 2K25, Jaeger. Appreciate y'all, you know, putting up with all of that. It's probably way more frustrating for me than it is for you guys, but it is not a good experience for anybody. So, appreciate y'all. We'll be back in 3 minutes, and then we will run round 4 of True Sim. See how we can finish up this week. BRB.
It's raining!
Ads. I jumped the gun. I jumped the gun. All right. Let's see what they've got for us in round 4. Let's see what they've got for us. All right, we're playing back tees all week. medium winds. We go very firm, and the greens get a little bit faster. So yeah, this round, medium wins, but that's gonna get kind of nasty, isn't it? Got rained on so hard. I know, it was just raining ads, man. It's raining ads. Yeah, I'm a little, okay, so the fairways being very firm is not too concerning, and the medium winds are nice. But the firm greens and being as quick as they are, that could be a tough combo. We'll see how that goes. 238. This is gonna carry out a few extra yards into the 240s. We're definitely in between clubs. Because again, with the firm and fast, like in a tailwind, even though it's downwind or downhill, that hybrid's gonna want to go. 221. Oh, 225, 26. Like, I'm not getting 27 yards out of my 4-iron, but I sure as heck am not getting out of here. What, 5% off of this is maybe 10 yards off? 20 yards of bounce and roll out up a hill. Like, let's go 97 and just kind of hope that it's like uphill enough. Closed it, cover the bunker, kick right. That's a great kick. Okay, we'll take it. We'll take it. Hey, what's going on, Steve? Yeah, we're playing a course from your neck of the world. Western Australia Golf Club. That is right to left up the hill. Gonna need some pace on that thing. Alright, come on. 72%. You know what? 1% underswing with the amount of power I put in it. Actually, that would have had a look. That would have had a look at full power. Drop an ace and you'll give 10, Gimli? Oh man, we hit an ace and an albatross yesterday. I gotta hit an ace again? I mean, don't get me wrong, we're gonna still try for it. No, I'm not asking for your money, but I will share the clip again because the clip is so good. The clip is so good. We double aced. We double aced. Pat and I were playing the Daily Master yesterday, and we both aced the hole. It was sick. It was sick. 126. 30. I'm gonna take just like a fraction off of it because I feel like the bounce and everything on this firmness and this green speed. I cannot quite seem to get my swing path and contact down post break. Just hope I eagle. Well, we got a few holes. We got a few holes. Hopefully I can find an eagle this round. I think we've had one eagle each round. I think we have managed to do a little bit of eagling. What a putt. What a putt. Right, Mr. Mojo? It's so good. It's so good, man. One of the best shots. And it's not even just my shot, obviously, but one of the best holes I've ever been a part of in all of my virtual golfing. Okay, that was great to cut the corner, because that opens this up quite nicely. I'm just gonna go stock. Just gonna go stock. On. It's a little left to right the whole way. It's kind of flattish at the start. This is one of those ones that it's left to right, but how much? I'm going just inside left edge. Nice. Nice. What's going on, Young T? What course in West Australia is this? It is Western Australia Golf Club. It is the Western Australian Golf Club. It's in Yokine, Australia, in Perth. You live there? Well, there you go. There you go. You should recognize it. $230. It's a front pin. Yeah. Okay. It's a front pin, so I'm gonna send it with the 3 hybrid here. Try and get out to the left. And then I'm okay with that distance because I was going to say because we can spin it back, but I don't think that's actually going to be true. Let's play an 89. If I want to, I probably just play it to be like 89 yards, right? Right now, this wind is probably playing like 97. If I just do that, then maybe we go, instead of trying to partial it, we could actually go just a touch long and try and spin it back to the cup. I may have spun that back too much being right at the edge of the green. Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. You had one job, Colby. You had one job and you did too much. You did too much. Alright. I'm just gonna try and like check this into the... I'm just gonna try and check this into the front of the green. So if I hit that stock, maybe it spins back to the hole. I may have still spun it off the green. About 30 minutes away from there, a different course shortly. Ernest, I appreciate that, Young T. I appreciate that. Good luck and have fun out there. I'm jealous. I have still yet to get out this season. Need to get out there. I just haven't. The weather and everything hasn't cooperated for me on the weekends. 58. I mean, 8 yards. The 9-iron at the tail. Give it a little bit. I don't know. I feel like this is going to be short. But I don't really have... Oh, I pull closed it? Great. Oh, great. That's a good amount of left to right. Feels like it gets progressively more as it goes. Turn. Wow, okay, that was weird. That was way straighter. Weather's good all year round in West Australia for golf. I'm jealous. I'm jealous. I'm in central Pennsylvania. It was crazy windy and storm rolling through today. Definitely not the most ideal. I'm starting to lose my swing points just a little bit. Tried to shrink the length of this. Tried to shrink the length of this course, and kind of biting me a little bit. Okay, just lay it up. Just lay it up. Okay. Balls above the feet. We're getting draw. Let's go up here. Wind needs. We need to play this through a little bit. That's still gonna be short. I just don't think I could have gone up a club. I don't know, going up to pitching wedge there, I feel like. I don't know, maybe that's not me giving enough time to the shot. Like, I probably could have gone up a club and came up with some sort of partial pitching wedge to take into it. Feeling right to left. Some of the angles aren't really giving me much, though. Some of the angles aren't giving me much. Like, that's flattish. That to me feels left to right. But as I look around, I don't know, I'm just getting different reads from different angles. Like, that view feels more right to left. That view feels more left to right. I mean, definitely, this edge of the green is going more left to right. Maybe I'll give it pace and go left edge. Nope. That's so hard to tell, man. Montoursville? I can look it up though and see if that oh, that's out in like homing. Okay, that's near Williamsport. Gotcha. Okay. I'm not like crazy familiar with that area. Been to Williamsport a number of times. I have some extended family out that way, but typically stay south and drive 80 if I need to get across the state going east. Do we just full send it? I feel like if you full send it, you're gonna have to partial it. But honestly, the way things are, why not? Why not? Because it's probably gonna be down to like pitch territory now, yeah. That would be why not. Although, 50-yard spinner. Do we think it hops and skips 7 yards? I guess we'll find out. And the answer is kind of yes. We did not hit the greatest of inputs with it. I feel like I'm reading just like the babyest right to lefter, but then again, see, this is where like greens try to deceive you. Greens try and deceive you. It's definitely left to right behind, but how is it across the curvature of this putt? Again, I think it's left to right and just inside. Yeah, nice. Nice! Factory in Bethlehem? Oh, nice. Nice. I've, a family of mine got married up at the Steel Stacks when I was younger, and I've been to a concert there. I haven't really done too much in Bethlehem outside of that. Actually, I've been to two now that I think about it, no, I've been to one concert there. The other concert was at the Allentown Fairgrounds. I was combining the two. 213 and then, well, I don't know, man. 220s? It's probably playing a little bit less than that. I feel like I gotta play this. You play this like a little bit left and try and overpower it, because otherwise I'm just gonna end up in the bunker. Yeah, I just couldn't trust that I was gonna get in a good spot going right at it. That's really tough. Alright. This one at least is breaking left to right the whole way, and kind of in a similar fashion, so that broke too fast. That was actually a pretty big underread. Is that really straight up the hill? Did we get a straight putt coming back? Almost. Almost straight. I don't know where Boothwyn is. Do not know where Boothwyn is. That one doesn't sound familiar. To be fair, I'm originally from like Philly burbs, so once I start getting outside of that, my knowledge of locale is not as good. Playing like 199. '27. 5 iron? This is tight. That's very tight going right at it the way that I am. Now we actually managed to keep it left of the pin. That's kind of surprising. Definitely got through the winds. Maybe a little too well. What do you got? 15 feet downhill, 4 inches. Left to righter? I feel like most of it is towards the end, but it's pretty quick. So I'm gonna take this back. I feel like in the early going, you're just kind of braking a little, and then like down the end, you get a lot of the left to right. I'm already low. Already low. Oh man, it's tough to make those reads. It's tough to make those reads. You try and make as educated of guesses as you can, but Not so simple. Alright, at least the inputs are coming back a little bit. I feel like we had a stretch of holes there. We're hitting a bunch of opens and stuff. That's never good for the game. 133. I'm gonna call this like 7. Should be 126. I think it's a little bit longer than that. Up the hill though and stuff. I'm gonna put just a touch of loft and backspin into it. A little bit of loft and backspin to try and sit it down. Wait. Ooh, ooh. Okay. I mean, obviously that means we're putting down a hill. That's never a great place to be. But is it a straight putt down the hill? I'm playing it like it is. There we go. Nice. Perfect. Love that that's straight downhill. Love that that's straight downhill. Alright, I mean, Scud's running away with it, but we'll gladly fight for the other parts of the top 5. 168 to the front of the green. Which this is carrying 164. Probably carrying about 169. Bounce and a little bit of roll. Just landed on the green. Get down, get down, get down. I mean, I can't really land it on the green and sit it any softer than that, so... This is PGA 2K25 Minnesota Life. How are we doing? This is indeed. That's like the littlest right to left. I mean, maybe not the littlest, but something like there. Oh, come on. I even gave it a little bit of pace, but I just couldn't commit. I didn't think it was gonna be that bad. Come on, man. Come on, man. Play WGT on mobile a fair bit. It's one game that I've definitely heard about over the years, but have not ever given a play. I don't know if I will though, because I enjoy these games too much. Alright, we're kind of flirting. I'm going a little bit right of target. I am trying, well, I opened the face. Trying to fly the bunker and get it to bounce and kick down onto the green. We might just, yeah, bounce and kick down into the rough. I don't know that we could have ran it out anything too nice, to be fair. Let's see what we can do. It's downhill. Okay, I'm not gonna splash it out then. I'm just, if it's downhill, we're gonna play the pick. If it's downhill, we'll play the pick. Ball's above the feet. Can't tell if it's on a downhill lie. Oh, it is. Okay. So pick shot, downhill lie, downhill on the green. I'm gonna play the pick a little short. Somewhere out here. 93%. Okay, it rolled out. It rolled out even more. So, you know, goes to show just how tough that can be. Well, that's at least a good up and down. That's definitely a good up and down. Used to play Tiger 2000 on PS2 all the time. All-time favorite golf game. I didn't get to play as many growing up. I played 06, and I think I had Tiger 10, maybe, on like the Wii or something. It was one of those games that like I think at the time I enjoyed, but I didn't... I wasn't like all in, so I didn't play a ton of them. Okay, so we're gonna have to partial, but that's okay because I think the way this is, we should be okay. Ball's above the feet, so it's gonna come out, but the wind's not as much. We'll play it like here. Play it like 90%. Is 90%? Let's call it 90 yards. 88. The wind just a touch, and then it bounces. Yeah, less spin. Oh, it got way left. Oh, it got way left. Perfect distance. Ah. Okay. I mean, we talked about that earlier. Gotta get better at that stuff. Gotta get better at that stuff. I want to chip it here, but I hate that this is as cheesy as this is. I hate that this is as cheesy as this is. But it's just kind of like your escape. It's kind of the escape card. I mean, I should have been able to put that closer, but pretty tough lie out of the... Pretty tough lie out of the uphill. Yeah, super flop is just kind of dumb. I don't know, it's like in the last game, you could do so much with the flop to be able to get out of things, but you still had to execute it. Let's see here. 318. Yeah, 308. Win. I'm gonna hit driver. We're gonna try again. We're gonna try and go bunker. Hopefully, I don't put it. Hopefully, I don't put it center fairway again, or not fairway. Put it in that rough. This is the spot to be. This is the spot to be. Put ourselves in position for a nice little up and down. Yeah, that looks left to right. We'll play a pick. From there, it's up the hill. Whatever, bounce. Yeah, we'll go there. Just give it a little bit enough of something. 88%. Oh, 92%. That was a little bit of an overswing. Okay, but we're putting ourselves in some positions to go up and down and get birds. Rocking the Scotty? Yeah, because the Scotty is a legendary edition in this game, which means that the stuff that you apply to it doesn't go away when you upgrade. So trying to be most efficient and future-proofing. Let's see here. It's playing like 120, and then you've got wind. Maybe 121 to 2. 122 and then wind, which is kind of even worse for our current situation. It's playing like 129. is... That's like 91%. It's 14. I mean, the wind's gonna play less if we do that. Play 89. Is that gonna be too much? Play like 15 yards off of that if it's playing 120. 129. Playing like 127, 90. Yeah, okay. We're gonna effectively choke this pitching wedge down a bit. The closed face, though, that's not great. It's all downhill, a little left to right, ball below the feet. This is one where you get it up there, you fly it. It's a touchdown hill, but I don't think it's anything crazy. Don't think it's anything crazy. Hold it. Hold it. Absolutely had a chance to dunk that one. Alright, couple of holes left, and we end on a par 5. We end on a par 5. Pin sitting back, 182. The problem is, you never know what these greens look like. So 172, 179. Like, I think if you take the 8 iron, you're too long. I think if you take 5 yards off of it, you're too short. So 167. Yeah, low 170s. Again, that's like 9 yards with an 8 iron to try and bounce and roll out. I mean, I could try and put a little bit of juice into it. 101 perfect. So we got a little D-loft and a little bit extra if it kicks and rolls. Well, that was kind of a rude kick. I mean, distance-wise was precisely what we wanted, but holy cow, that kicked just so hard to the right. Why you gotta be like that? Why you gotta be like that? Feels left to right. Like a little bit? I don't know. From this direction, I feel like it's a little bit on the right to left side. I think it's right. Feels severely left to right, like behind the hole. Like as I'm looking at this, I'm not seeing any clear tells. So like, this view does not help me. It reads right to left from there. I'm going left edge. Final decision. Final answer. Left edge. Oh boy. Okay, it was a straight putt. It's so hard when you're like looking at different angles and everything feels like it's telling you something different. It's like I just don't know who to believe. Down 69, nice. Okay, well I mean that means that it's carrying almost 320. And then bounce and roll. Yeah, it's a back pin. Back pin, we'll be able to throw whatever wedge back at it. Has a very thin strip of light rough, and I am appreciative. I am appreciative. Now, if it's short, kind of the problem here is what we're playing with It's about 4 yards long on a good, like if we get all of it, but it could be 5 yards short. But that's kind of telling me to choke this thing down to like 95% and just hope it comes out clean. Okay. Okay. Some birdies at the end. Some birdies at the end. Let's eagle that 18th. We eagled the 18th in the first and the second round. Why not do it here? Why not do it here? Why not, you say? Well, because I tried to shrink the hole again. There's that hybrid goes right into this, right? There's no way. There's no way. Lay it back. Lay it back. Too much club? Yeah, just a little bit. Okay, so 75% in high, a couple yards short, and skip. Okay. Come on, big bounce. A little bit of roll. Ah, it didn't roll. Unfortunately, no eagle. Unfortunately, no eagle, but let's still end on a birdie. Let's still end on a birdie. A little bit of pace. Is a little bit above the feet. And then more. Oh my word. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't... When I gave it extra pace, I was not gonna ever put it that far outside the hole. Holy cow. Alright, well. It is what it is. It is what it is. How bad did Scud beat us? I'm gonna say 22 strokes. So he got to 58. I know, only 52. We actually beat him on the last, or no, he beat us by 1 on the last round. So we're in second place by 16 strokes. Yeah, we're in a good place. Yeah, Scud's just kind of in. I gotta learn from Scud. I gotta learn from Scud. Let's get through this, and then I want to take a look at these event stats and see what exactly our big disparity is. Yeah, what's going on, New Age? How are we doing, dude? I'm doing well. Had some technical difficulties tonight, but we were able to get our True Sim rounds in. Okay, so greens and reg. We're at 80%, so 7th. Not bad. Scud's got 10% more gurus than us. That was definitely something that hurt us. That's definitely something that hurt us, was a few of those. 21-foot proximity. Again, we're just a few feet off of him, but we're second in that. I mean, 4 feet. That's... We made more medium putts down the stretch. This number is definitely more respectable. But still, 52% puts us well outside the mark. Because that's 52% on 23 putts, so we made 12. 12 of 23. $30.56 was Dino. 28.57. So I mean, yeah, we're up there. We're up there on the long putts. But yeah, a lot of drop mediums, and we just didn't put ourselves in for good proximity enough times. There are also a few times where we struggled to go up and down. Struggled to go up and down from like some greenside stuff, rolling shots too far, leaving them too short, and then missing the putts. But what? 3 eagles and an albatross? I always think it's funny that the albatross counts as an eagle. Should just be whatever matches exactly 3 under, not better, but anywho. Good days, bad days, going half mad days. Such is life, though, right? Such is life, though. So yeah, I mean, we'll keep playing True Sim. We'll keep getting better. I mean, I think as we get better at Plat on some of those reads, you know, we should get better at True Sim as well. So I think it's just, if we can, yeah, it's always the knock-on effect, right? If we can hit a few better shots, get ourselves, you know, make a few more greens, get ourselves a little bit closer. Maybe some of it is just that we end up in a bad spot relative to the hole. You know, sometimes we found the straight putt. Sometimes it broke, yeah, quite a bit, and we were just off the mark. So we're sitting second right now. It's just, you know, we're a crazy ways off of being able to win it. So we'll keep at it. We'll keep at it. Always got to try and get better, right? That's the goal. Means miss putt in Latin. You know what? I would have to concur, New Age. I would have to concur. Our putting is something else. Our putting is something else. Okay. Well, it is late here, and I would just like to say thank you, because I just took a peek over at the YouTube. We have officially hit 1,500 subs, so thank you very, very, very much. Appreciate you all. It's been cool to see the growth, you know, with this new game launch and everything. So appreciate y'all. We're gonna get out of here. I'm not gonna raid out. I'm just gonna get off because I gotta go get a shower. I'm sweating in here. It is hot as all get out. We'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully no power issues. We'll be back tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern, as well as Thursday. That's the plan. We've got Plat rounds 1 and 2 tomorrow. Try and see if we can make a cut. That's the ultimate goal, because if we don't, then Thursday is a little bit more open-ended. If we make the cut for Plat, we will be playing the weekend on Thursday. But I appreciate y'all hanging out. If you're new here and you enjoyed, drop a follow on the Twitch, drop a sub on the YouTube to make your way back. We do have a Discord if you want to keep in touch when we're off stream, or keep up with when we go live, any changes to the stream schedule. We've got that too. And then yeah, drop a like on the YouTube videos, helps me out immensely. I'm done selling myself. You know, I'm not like selling my soul, but, you know, selling myself to my own audience, which is kind of a weird thing. I don't know, man. I don't know. Go get to bed or get to wherever you're at. I know some of you are on the other side of the world, so have a good day. Have a good night. I'll see you back here tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern. Bye!